Hey everybody, it's been a minute since I've been on live at 5 on Friday, so welcome. So excited to be back in this new year, 2022. We're gonna really rock this year, I promise you. Learn to Love Your Story has lots of stuff up our sleeve. We wanna rock it with you guys this year. So we can start there if you want to. I just want you to know that I found this coffee cup that says, "Is it Friday yet?" And I couldn't stand it. I had to buy it. I mean, what? It must be my 60th coffee cup, but you know me. I love these coffee cups, and that one just seemed to fit with Friday Live at 5. Like maybe it'll just be me with this coffee cup from now on. Just kidding. You know me. I will definitely have more than just that. Ha ha ha. Oh, so it's Friday. We made it. It's so funny to me that December 23rd through January 1st feels like it goes by like this. And the first week and full week in January of work always feels like it's about 20 years long. If you have that experience, tell me in the comments because I'm just telling you. I like somewhere around 2, 3 o'clock today, I like could see the wall. It was there. I was gonna come up to it real fast. So it's the end of the week, end of my day, and I'm doing the best thing that I can ever do, which is to share it with you. So excited about that. Listen, this week I was talking about New Year's resolutions. Have you made them? Really? You haven't? I think you have. Tell me in the comments if you've made some New Year's resolutions or share with us some of your New Year's resolutions. We'd love to hear. But my vlog was on why they don't work. The whole premise is wrong. Can we just start there? The whole premise that at the very start of the year, after the most wonderful time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year. Now we hit January and it's like, and here's how you suck and you better shape up. I just, like the whole premise of it is just bonkers to me. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing that has to be resolved in you. You are perfectly imperfect as you are, but it certainly is a nice fresh start. And certainly new goals and new mindsets and new things to do. That can be done at the top of January. So my vlog was to just talk about that concept of setting goals is not really, it's not the big goals, right? Like it's not, I'm gonna lose this much weight, or I'm gonna, save this much money, or I'm gonna do this much travel this year. It's the steps where we get stuck, right? It's not the goals. It's not the goals we choose. It's the steps where we get stuck. And we get stuck because A, we're not congratulating ourselves all the way through our steps. And B, we're not really thinking about steps. We're thinking about outcomes. So let's just sit down. Let's sit down. Let's think about this for a minute. Like if you've got some New Year's resolutions, which I hate that word. So New Year's, new goals. Meh. If you have some New Year's new goals for yourself, I want you to put yourself in your shoes in the future, right? Here. I love to have this little plaque behind me. I know that I think everything is backwards on Facebook, so I truly apologize. It's Friday. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you and your future self to sit down on the couch and have a little convo. And I want you to ask your future self, hey, if you were me today, where I'm at, where we haven't even started this goal yet, what would be the one thing that you would start doing different? Just one little thing, right? So do that thing. And then once that gets going and in a flow, have a new convo with that future version of yourself and say, okay, now I'm doing that thing. So what's the next thing that I need to do, right? People, that that's where the magic happens, is in the little steps. But it's super not sexy, and people don't like not sexy. It's not very marketable in America to be not sexy. So, but it's the truth. Like, things get done when little steps happen. And you know your goals, you know the outcomes that you're looking for. You don't always put, rubber to the road in what that stepwise process should be. So if you've got some New Year's new goals, step by step, that's my little tidbit for you this week. And I hope it's useful. I really do, because God knows I've had some goals. I've had some goals, people, that did not happen. And I know you have too. And that's painful. And we don't need to we don't need to start our year off. 2022 is going to be like thebomb.com. We don't need to start this year off on that kind of foot. No, don't be beating yourself up. So I just wanted to share with you. I know you've heard me talk about my crazy obsession with all things office and new planners. This bad boy is like a goal setting / your weekly checklist, to-do list, calendar. Oh, it's magical. And it's teal, like my favorite. So, to give you an example of what I'm talking about here with this one step at a time thing, I think that we set good plans. I do. I think that we have good intentions, and we think if we get it all figured out and we buy all the things and we're ready to go, that it's just going to happen magically. And instead we get real paralyzed. So just remember that part of this is the steps. Like, in your calendar for the month of January could just be that one different thing. And no, that doesn't mean by the end of January you've lost 20 pounds or saved $5,000 or any of the goals that you had for yourself this year, got that new job. You could, though, really tell yourself, I have done that thing. The one thing that I said was going to be a step towards that, like not eating between meals, or, putting away my change into my savings account every time I empty my pockets at the end of the night. Do that one thing. Just do it. Just do that one thing. And then congratulate yourself. Reward yourself at the end of the month for getting to that. If you think that it's too much to wait the whole month, do a couple weeks at a time. I would say at least a couple weeks, though. New habits for us take about 3 weeks for our, cognitive functioning to kind of really create new neural networks around that new habit and make it a habit and put it into some procedural memory for us. So there's, still some willpower in those first few weeks there, but it's at least 2 weeks. And if not, a month. And then just congratulate yourself. Have that reward. I've done a bazillion blogs on why you should be doing fun little things for yourself daily, different ones weekly, different ones monthly, and some big ones every single year, and why it is so important to us to be doing that. So I said I was going to share what Learn to Love Your Story is going to be up to in 2022. I'm not going to reveal all the things. I'm going to tease some things. I'm not going to reveal all the things. But one of my New Year's new goals for Learn to Love Your Story is to get me on as many podcasts or, other social media feeds or whatnot, sharing the Learn to Love Your Story stuff. I really, really want to touch as many people as possible with this scientifically based stuff that I share. The caliber of what I'm sharing is clinical level. This is why people come to sit across the couch from me. So I just want to give more people access to that information, especially year 2 in COVID. Especially, we're all tired and cranky, and some of this emotional fraying is to be expected with where we're at with everything. And I just want that resource to be out there. So Spoiler alert, I had already jumped on today to tell you January 25th, I will be on Working Perspective with Teresa McQueen. I did a little recording with her today for that podcast. I also revamped my website. It's kind of still under construction, but the front page is pretty cool and it's different. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see on learntoloveyourstory.com that I have a place where I'm going to hub all of these. Like anytime I'm on a podcast or I visit on somebody's social media live or whatever, I'm going to put them all in one little nugget place, right? It's kind of podcasty for you, right? But it's all me, but I don't have my own podcast, but we'll see where this goes. So that's one of my New Year's new goals. And I just am so excited to get the word out. And I would love for you to share that information with anybody that you think could use that information. The one on January 25th is how to ace self-care. And ACE stands for awareness, compassion, empowerment. Oh, you guys. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's so exciting. I love it, love it, love it. All right. So that's that. Masterclass. Oh yeah, baby. It's coming again. Remember, I'm going to do this every couple months. So Masterclass starts, this is going to be a little different, guys. January 21st, which is a Friday at 10 a.m. And then I'm going to do 10 a.m. on that Saturday, 10 a.m. on that Sunday, 10 a.m. on that Monday. So these are those 4 classes for free, going over all the material that I have on my online courses. Again, for free. So if you're not in the Take Back Your Life Masterclass, please do so. Facebook, Take Back Your Life Masterclass. Easy to find, teal topper. You knew it was going to be, right? Like you'll see it. It's all the women's on it. I think that's how that one goes. I don't know. Anyway, it's Friday. I don't know. I know nothing. Anyway, so Masterclass, January 21st through the 24th. And that is all going to be happening right before we have my podcast come out on January 25th. But more importantly, my second group coaching group is going to kick off on that Tuesday. And it's just kickoff. So, hey, if we have some stragglers, they can still join us in February because we won't actually start the work of group coaching until February. But the kickoff will be 10 a.m. on January 25th. So my new group coaching group will be meeting weekly on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Starting after January 25th. And I am so excited to be starting another group. Like the group that I have right now, I love these people. I love them so much. I can't wait to keep adding to this. This is my dream of what I wanted to create for this, really helping people learn to love their stories. Just love this big mess. Stop waiting to arrive at the point in your life where everything is put together and then you can like your life. Stop struggling in silence that you don't like your life right now, especially women in midlife. Ladies, I mean, the depression and anxiety rates are just through the roof and scary to me because you caretake all of us, right? That our jobs have been gender rolled into these places where we have tentacles into so very much. So I want to be sure that I am, helping as many of you as possible learn to love your story, learn not to be suffering in silence, that, we did all the right things, and still this is all there is, that we don't like our lives. You get to love your life, right? You get to love your life. And I have the scientifically based tools to give you so that you can do that. And these group coaching groups, they're amazing. So that will kick off on January 25th. And if you're interested at all, go into that Take Back Your Life Masterclass. I'll be telling you all about how to join, or go to learntoloveyourstory.com and scroll down to group coaching and you can see a little bit more on that. There. I have actually a video up. That landing page is up. So the video is up and you can learn a little bit more about specifically how group coaching is a little bit different than just my online courses are. All right. Is that all I was going to tell you? Is that all the teasers? Oh no. Oh, there's another. So there's two more actually. So I forgot to grab her book to show you, but anyway, I am in love. As you all know, I have a sister romance with Brene Brown. I just love her stuff because it's research based, and I'm the biggest, fattest nerd in the world. So, what she gives us as clinicians, what the material she gives us is just, it's brilliant in being able to help people. And so, her latest book, Atlas of the Heart, if you haven't heard, came out just before Christmas, I believe. And it is amazing. So, what it is about creating a bigger, broader understanding and vocabulary of emotions. On average, if you ask an adult, on average, they can name about 3 emotions. 3. Humans are way more complicated than 3 emotions. So, this book is just brilliant. It puts them together in families. It does, I mean, it's super exciting. And I'm so jazzed up about it, that I am thinking about starting a book club, and that would be my first book. And so what we would be doing is reading the book as a group. And I also could be adding to that in some classes with you, workshop classes with you, kind of helping you understand the clinical background and backdrop to that even more so that it really can help you benefit from this research that Brene has been doing for the better part of a decade, honestly, is what it looked like she was gathering a lot of this from. So, oh my gosh, can't wait. Don't know when that will start. It's on my dream list, though. It's on the New Year's new goals. It is. It's there. Book club. You can also tell me in the comments if you have books that you're interested in doing book club with Dr. Natalie on, because I'd love to hear. You know, I'm a voracious reader, and I have like, I don't know, 20 books right here in front of my face in 3 places. So believe me, I could fill up a year with books. All right, last, certainly not least, and very much just a teaser for you. January is going to be all things masterclass as I, ramp up until the end of the month, and then we start group coaching. February, I have a really fun new workshop. So I got the best feedback. Thank you, by the way, the best feedback about the 12 days of Christmas gifts, how not to murder someone during the holiday season. And so, because I had such a good feedback for that, I have an idea for one that I'm going to be doing in February. So stay tuned, because you will want to be part of this. And of course, as always, there will be live elements to it. And then I'll keep those posted in my social media feeds for a period of time. I'll be dropping some tools with that. So workbook, stuff like that to go with it. And so you really, really, really will want to pay attention. That one is coming down the pike. That one for sure is coming down the pike. And it's just a teaser, because I just not, you can't have all the things. Like, you can't. I can't give you all the things. That's not fair. All right, people, stay compassionately self-aware, and you too can learn to love your story.